Hello, welcome to Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 366. This is your host, Shaun Tudor.
And this is Sam. This is a talk episode where the tutors talk.
What's up?
It's another day.
It is another day. It's a Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday.
Yeah, another day. What's new in your world?
Still no baby.
We are going to have a child very soon, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have a child soon.
Mm-hmm.
So we're pretty much ready for that, as in like the house, right?
For the most part, yeah.
House is pretty much ready.
Mm-hmm.
You washed all the clothes, set everything up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's just like a couple little things. Like, I mean, you'll have to like bring the bassinet up from upstairs or downstairs.
It's easy.
We do need to install car seats in our cars.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
But yeah, no, everything is just sitting and waiting.
Deece.
At some point, we'll obviously have to like set up the bottle thing and get all the bottles washed and sterilized. But yeah, we can do that later.
Yeah. Cool. When's later?
I'll probably do it this weekend, to be honest.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Just because I like things to be done and set and ready.
It's done. It's ready, man. I'm in.
So then, if it does happen, then we're ready.
We're ready.
And if she doesn't want to breastfeed, then we're ready.
We're ready. Hopefully she latches on them yitters. Real good.
Hopefully.
Slurping it down, you know?
Yep.
That's what we want. Excited?
Thrilled.
I'm happy. Happy for you, babe. Happy for you.
Sean's just really happy because he doesn't do well with minimal sleep.
Not good.
I don't do terrible with minimal sleep. Especially as long as I can like nap throughout the day or ingest caffeine.
That too?
Yep.
Is it bad yitter milk if you're drinking a bunch of caffeine?
A bunch, yes.
A little bit, maybe not.
The little bit's fine, yeah. So like Brooke was telling me when she breastfed, like she would have her morning cup of coffee while she was breastfeeding.
So then that's not tainted. Yep.
But yeah, I'm assuming it's like the same logic as like when you're pregnant.
Right.
Like I get that, and it's something we'll probably learn too of like how well she can handle it. Because I guess it can just make him like cranky.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully that all goes good. That seems
Yeah. There'd be nothing worse than like trying to breastfeed for a couple days and then being like, Sean, we need to set up the bottle washer, wash all the bottles, go get formula.
No. We're not doing all that shit. Not doing all that shit.
So that's why, yeah, I'll probably get all of it at least clean and ready just in case if something happens.
Just in case. Well, then you just start pumping.
Yeah.
Pumping.
Yeah, then I'll just start pumping right away if she's like not latching well.
Let's hope that's not the issue.
Yeah, that's my hope.
Cool. Let me see what else we got going on. So we've got that, which is cool. You're getting that already. Got the Conex box that moved in the backyard.
It looks nice.
That looks way better. So that's exciting. Did we hear anything about the furnace at the office? What'd Brooke say? Aaron say? Kyle say?
Aaron's coming tomorrow or this week.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He's working at a place really close to our office, so.
Fuck yeah. Tell the gang, Sam, what we had fun.
Oh yeah. So we knew our heat bill last winter was pretty high.
We've got baseboard electric heat in our office. And last year during the winter we were hanging out around $450 a month for electricity.
And then the wintertime, even with the AC unit running, we were only
in the summer. Yeah.
We were at like $60. I think the most was $100, which made no sense.
So it's seriously the baseboard heat.
Yeah.
The baseboard heat is the cause of
all of our
$300 plus.
So then we get this month's bill. Because the only thing that's changed now is mine works now.
Yours works, and we keep the basement above 50 degrees now because it's the gym.
Yeah.
Before the basement, we would just keep it at 50, around 50, so it's cool. But now we keep it heated for the gym.
Yeah.
So that's the big difference.
And our it's not on a thermostat either. They're just on
knobs, warmer.
Right. So they're pretty much on all the time. $650.
Yeah.
In a month.
Mm-hmm.
So told Shaun that, and he said, "We're calling the furnace guy."
I mean, yeah. Yep.
We make our money back so quickly.
It probably, yeah, we'll make that money back in probably like 2 years.
2 winters.
2 winters is paid back, so it makes sense. And then we have AC, which that's something we talked about. Like if we have AC, so especially with the podcast room there, we're like, how are we gonna make it so we're not all sweating dick?
Yeah.
Because there was multiple times this summer when we were like, yeah, we ain't even officing it because it's too fucking hot. We're just gonna work from home.
Yeah, because we wouldn't bring buns with,
right?
Because it was so hot. I'd work in tank top and
just sit there and fucking perspirate.
Yeah.
Dude, the only time you work out during the summer up there is in the morning. Open up the windows, work out in the morning. Because if you try working out there in midday afternoon,
it was bad.
Yo, it's hot. It's hot lifting weights down there, like a hot yoga class, but with weights. But
we also don't have natural gas, or we don't have gas.
Yeah,
propane.
We'll need to get a. What am I saying? LP tank.
Yeah, which is perfect because we I walked into the garage today and I was like, I think we ran out of heat.
Ah, that makes sense.
And Kyle's just like, oh yeah, but the tank's empty. And I was like,
I walked out there today and I was like, it doesn't feel like 40 in here.
So now it's
that would be nice.
So now it's gonna be perfect because we can hook up our garage heater to the LP tank as well.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck, that would be good.
All in all, it's a win-win scenario.
We'll be winning.
Yep.
We will be winning.
And then that's just another thing to like, if we ever decide to sell it down the road, it's just another added bonus.
100%. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. That's exciting. That we're gonna do that.
Where are we putting the unit?
In the hallway closet.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Where the laundry would go.
Cap those then?
Yeah.
Nice. I don't think we'll ever.
I'd rather have that than a fucking washing machine.
Yep, 100%.
Cool. What else do we got, babe? Let's see here. We got Recon coming up.
Recon is coming up 1 month.
Recon is 1 month away. We're gonna need to start posting on the socials about that.
If you live in the Eau Claire area, or if you don't, come to Eau Claire, Wisconsin for Recon, which is February 8th. VIP night is February 7th, where you basically have a 1-to-1 ratio with professional real estate professionals.
Real estate professionals.
There you go.
Yeah. Come do that. Message me for a promo code.
And you can go to rei-con.info for one more info on it. You can see who some of our speakers are, and that'll send you to the link of where to sign up.
And message me for a promo code.
Yeah.
Cool. Love that. We need to get some sign-ups for that. To get more people there. We still got to get a few more sponsors. Yeah.
So if you have any questions about that, message Shaun or I.
Yeah. Let's see. So we got Recon. That's going to take up a little bit of bandwidth.
Yeah.
A little bit of effort. Fucking been busy.
Yeah. So we went from December being like,
what are we having the guys do?
Yeah. We had one job get postponed a couple weeks, which was good because of the holidays, but bad because they were like, oh, we still want to work. Because we were like, oh, we'll give you the whole week off. And they're like, but if you got work for us, we'll work.
Yep.
So then, which it was good because we got a lot of like office projects done.
Random little shit. Our cubby's done in our house and stuff.
Yeah. So we got a lot of like our stuff done. So that was good. Finished up some other little projects, which was good. To all of a sudden, like, we're getting flips galore, customers galore, everything. And it's funny because how many times have, like, we've said and we've heard, like, January, February are your slowest months.
January's slower, but February's dead. And two things. One, we posted on social media. We started posting on social media again.
Yeah, very minimally.
We started posting on social media again. We told people that were looking
for flips
and like more customer work. And then we
sent out 4,300 mailers.
4,300 mailers. That's not where. So pretty much everything's like word of mouth that we have.
We've gone one mailer
in Rice Lake.
No. Well, we've gone two.
Oh, for the jobs.
Yeah. We've actually gotten 2 calls from the mailers from Rice Lake. And
That's right. One of them panned out. The other one, we couldn't make the numbers make sense.
And then from our most recent, from our like postcard flyers, that was the one you went to today.
Yep. Which was really good. That was neat. They actually moved in that house in April, and they were like, "We wanted to do this, so like we got your flyer. We want to check you out and whatever." And I'm like, "Sick." So I mean, works out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think if we get that job, it probably pays for the mailers, right?
Yeah.
Sick. Then anything over that job's profit.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So it's, I mean, a lot of volume. Maybe we get some more stuff from it. But yeah, we already got that one, and we'll. But anyways, been doing multiple estimates a week.
Yeah.
Got a number of flips, 3 flips right now. Looked at a 4th today. And we've got the duplex we're doing. So I just been running around, doing estimates, getting jobs, getting flips. I can't complain. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm never this busy with that. I'm never this busy with that amount of estimates.
Yeah.
And flips and stuff. I get this busy with other stuff.
You've been this busy with estimates before? Because remember, like, May, June, Shaun was swamped with estimates, and then nobody wanted the work done. And we were getting so mad.
It was like, because it was like almost every estimate we put in was getting accepted. And then May hits, May, June, whatever, and I get a ton in. Boom, 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 boom. They all go out. Not a single one approved.
One was approved, but they ghosted us.
That's right. That's so true.
Yep.
Like a week before. Twice. One was the ghost, and that's when we decided we need to put in the deposit. And then the second one was they're like, yep, we like it. We're in. We're moving up in 2 weeks. I even met them there, went over everything. They're like, yep, send them over. Yep, perfect. Sent them the contract to get the deposit. Ghost.
And then there was another one. They verbally approved it and then denied it online.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, that's right.
Yep.
Remember that? Holy man.
And then a lot of them, it was like people were just like, oh, I wasn't expecting that much money.
Yeah.
And we're just like, what did you expect?
Right.
And it's just like, they're like, oh, I could do it on my own for this amount. And it's just like, you can cover materials for that much.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, so we went, whatever. Now we're getting more jobs and we're doing more estimates, which is good. So really happy with that.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. This summer we just had a couple flips we were finishing. A couple big flips we finished this summer.
Flips.
So it was actually really nice that all the customer work got denied.
That's true.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, we just focused on the flips and getting them done.
But right now, like, our flips aren't as heavy as the ones we had last year.
And pretty much right now how we got it rolling is we got 2 guys on customer stuff, 2 guys on flips, Kyle bouncing, and then a guy doing all our maintenance. Mm-hmm. And so that's how we got things rolling right now, and it's going pretty good.
Yeah.
So
come springtime, I will lose the maintenance guy.
That's true. I'm going to fucking try to razz him into sticking around.
You can try.
Hey, dude, you got at least 10 hours a week. Give us 10 hours a week. What's 10 hours a week?
Honestly, we only really need him for like 5.
Well, even just give us 10.
Yeah.
Give us a good 10 hours a week.
Yeah.
So anyways, but that's cool. That's good. Hopefully we'll be adding another guy here this spring, summer.
Hopefully.
That's the plan. We'll see. Told some people I'm looking for land.
Yeah.
I want to build a 4-plex.
Mm-hmm.
I still want land to build a 4-plex. So if you know someone that's got some land, I want to build a 4-plex this year. Okay? Well, told some people whatever. Stumbled upon through referrals and stuff. A gentleman who has a lot to develop 70 units and is in the process of developing the land. And he's looking for a partner. And we chatted, and we're going to chat a lot more. I'm going to review all the numbers. I'm going to meet with multiple people, see if any of it makes sense.
70 is just a lot to start off with.
Yeah, there's part of me that's like, everything I've done, I've started small and learned small before, like, doing more. Mm-hmm. So maybe 70 might be a lot. That might be a lot to just start with.
Yeah.
That might be a lot to start with.
Like a 4 unit, it could hurt you, but it's not going to break the bank.
Even like a 6 to 10 unit, if I'm just purely buying the lot,
mm-hmm.
it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's, whatever. But like when you're talking getting in on the land, the development,
mm-hmm.
and then the builds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of crazy. It's interesting. It's different. Mm-hmm. What doesn't scare me about it is like, I know if we look at what it costs to develop the land and shit, we figure out what the building is, like what the price is to build. Then we just factor that by the units, figure that out. Okay. That part makes sense, doesn't scare me. We would then have to manage 70 units, which that also doesn't like scare me.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that scares me about development, 2 things. Number 1, what do we have to get for rent?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, like, when you look, I guess you just pull comps and stuff and make sure. But the thing I'm saying is, like, man, if we're basing that, hey, there's a multiple 1 units and then multiple 3 units, right? So there's a lot of single units and a lot of 3 units. And so it's like, okay, so if we got to rent a 1 unit,
a 1 bedroom,
a 1 bedroom. Sorry, if we got 1 bedroom. If we got to rent a 1 bedroom for like $1,500, I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
If we got to rent a 3 bedroom for $2,400, I'm scared. Like I'm nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Where that's the one thing that, like, because I've heard of what, like, I haven't heard. I know what a lot of the new builds in the area go for rent, and it's like that's what scares me.
Mm-hmm.
Is like that's where that would be the one thing that would be the number one thing that will turn me off from it.
Yeah, is
like if I look at it and I go, oh, I'm going to have A-class properties in A-class neighborhoods that I have to get top of market rent for to make this deal work. That is like a surefire way for me not to be interested.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we look at it and we go, we need to get, say, $1,900 for a 3-bed and $1,000 for a 1-bed.
Yeah.
We could maybe swing that. We could probably make that shit work. I could see that working.
Mm-hmm.
But if we got to go... Anyways, that's what I'm saying. That's what scares me is like, what is the actual amount renting wise that it's going to be?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one. Then the second thing that isn't terribly scary, but still a little, is like, if interest rates went up, how fucked would we be?
Yeah.
So I would want to do construction loans with a refi out into a 30-year fixed.
Yeah.
That'd be about the only way I would do these deals. Those are like my two. So let me say this: running the numbers is whatever. It's running the numbers. Figuring out the construction budget, I'm not concerned. It's whatever. Doing the figuring out what the development is. We'll meet with multiple people. We'll review it all. Not too worried about that. Maybe I'll budget in an extra 20% in case all goes wrong, right? Just whatever. That stuff's not that scary. It's at the end of the day, once I know all those numbers and what it's going to cost, and I look at it, then going, oh, fuck, dude, how the hell am I going to rent a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $2,400?
Right.
And I know they get it. I know they get it in town. But it's like,
how much longer are people going to get, are we going to get that for?
Well, the thing is like, okay, if we have an oversaturation of houses at that rent,
Yeah.
If we don't have the best area per se compared to other, it's just shit like that I think about.
Yeah.
So like all that other stuff, I'm like, yeah, this would be fun, whatever. But that's what kind of stumps me up. Where like, if I get a lot for a 4-unit, it's a lot. City water, city sewer, I build the property, it's done. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yep.
Between the lot and the building price, I know what I got to get in rent. I don't have to get absurd rents. 2-bed, 1.5 baths, on slab roof, or single story baseboard heaters. We can just build them so efficient and so cheap that I know I could get away with $1,200 a month for rent.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, that was presented to me today, which is kind of cool. So we'll entertain it.
Yeah.
We will entertain it.
It's just at such a interesting time for us.
We got a kid on the way.
Yeah.
Business is just rolling good. Finally, like everything got paid out of the business.
Yeah.
Now it's rolling good. And so, we're in the first year of actually like making money again.
Yeah.
So yeah, the thing that, like I just said, those two things are it, but like being conscious of what we're doing, because that's a bankruptable deal.
Yeah.
Something like that doing wrong can bankrupt you.
Mm-hmm.
And so, how many guys my size are building 70 units? Probably 0.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 0.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff where it's like, put a few more years down the line, few more years experience, some more experience building some units, 4 unit, maybe a 10 unit, maybe a 20, whatever, and not doing the full developments, just buying the units at the developments and learning that stuff.
Yeah.
Then maybe then boom, then it makes sense to do the whole. But anyways, I know 5 guys right offhand that I can call and ask development questions to.
Yeah.
Who've developed plots this size and bigger, So I'm also not scared to just call people and go, hey, what the fuck am I going to run into that's going to kill me?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, you got options.
We got options. I think it'd be fun to entertain.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be fun to just stick a fucking ton of hours into figuring out, which is what I'll end up doing.
Yeah.
But then I'll know. The good thing about that is like anything, right? Like, I did not think that I would give any like minimal bandwidth to learning about any level of development this year. I was like, yeah, no, that's probably not going to be. And then an opportunity presents itself, and I go, well.
On the 6th day of the month.
On the 6th day of the month, looks like I'm going to fucking learn.
Oh, I should say of the
year.
Seventh day of the year.
7th day. So it looks like I'm going to fucking learn this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, because the only way to know, right, I'm not going to just pass on a deal just to pass. But so now, like, it's like anything, right? Now the research starts to figure out what the fuck. Talking to everyone I know. And then we'll see. But it's all going to start with looking at numbers. Because it's all going to start with a meeting to review all the numbers, to right off the bat go, is this viable? Because if I spend a half a day looking over numbers and stuff and projections, it'll tell me if we are in a viable reality or this is hogwash. We would 100% be doing this purely for the tax write-off, and we're going to lose money every month. I'm out, dog. You know?
Yeah.
So anyways, that's kind of what I got. It's a little different, a little interesting, kind of fun.
I'd say so.
I think it's fun. Learning new shit gets me a little excited.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. What's the worst that'll happen? We say no.
True.
Worst that'll happen is we say no, because I'm not going to say yes if there's a high likelihood of us losing a lot. If there's a likelihood over like 15% of us losing everything, yeah, I'm just not doing it.
Yeah, no.
So that's you know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's fun.
Sure. Yeah. What else you got?
I don't know. We're just I'm just trying to finish up all the end of the year stuff. Which is just exhausting mentally. Being pregnant this year kind of mentally put a hindrance on a lot of things. So now, like, catching up on all that and organizing it all. And I, like, keep catching mistakes that I made throughout the year, too, now. And I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, there's been, like, some charges that I've categorized, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So, I definitely could tell, like, I haven't had, because a lot of people say, like, they get, like, I don't know, like a brain fog or something when you're pregnant. And I haven't had a whole lot of that, but, like, maybe I'm a little bit more forgetful than I was. But there's just, like, some things that I'm just like, what was I doing that day? And I don't know if it was something that, like, I could have just been really tired because I didn't sleep well. Or, I mean, it could have been an array of things. But I definitely, like, looking back, I've not been as productive as I wanted to be. And I think it was just, like, the mental part of pregnancy that has put a hindrance on it. Not to make excuses, but we'll see how next year goes. And then I can tell you if it's pregnancy or not.
Yeah, I mean, what you just described there is why women shouldn't be in business.
Yeah, and then what'd you tell your grandmother today?
I say, yeah, Sam just does too much for the business.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think efficiencies. Efficiencies are good.
It's also, like, my, like, first year back, like, fully back into doing all this, too. So it's just kind of getting into the rhythm of things and, like, remembering how to do some shit. And, oh, yeah, there's some stuff I need your help on.
Oh, dude, here's the deal. I've been doing fucking estimates and shit now for, like, real estimates for, like, a year and a half. And then, like, estimating properties and shit for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
I'm still fucking learning.
Yeah.
I'm still fucking that up. Like, regularly, I'll make mistakes. And, yeah. But it's just, like, doing it, repetition, figuring it out, and then make a system for it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so, like, slowly, my forms for estimating get better. Now I have it where, like, a handful of jobs are broken down. So, like, when we get a tile bathroom, I can just put it in the tile bathroom dock, adjust some shit, and something that originally took me, like, 8 hours to figure out, now I can do in, like, 2.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. But yeah, we got to do some shit. We got to get new contracts finalized for the team. Mm-hmm. We got to get profit sharing set up. And we got to get bonuses and stuff out. So there's some shit. There's some shit we got to get rolling and doing and presenting to the guys and stuff. And for sure figure out how that works.
Yeah.
For sure figure out. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we need to do.
Mm-hmm. Overall, like, for our first, like, year together as Tutor Transformations, pretty good.
Yeah.
So that was really exciting for us to see, and I mean
we didn't lose money.
We didn't lose money. We didn't make a whole lot of money. But we learned a lot, and I think have improved a lot, and we have a long ways to go.
A long ways.
Yeah. But we have I think like a pretty good idea of where we want our business to go, and kind of have a good roadmap of like what we need to do to get there. So yeah, it's been really good. I know it's the 7th of the month, but I do one of these days want to actually update our vision board and update my brand board and get it all in my planner again. It's been a while since we've done that.
Yes, it has.
Mm-hmm. We could put it in ChatGPT again and...
No. No, we don't need to do that. We can come up with that. I believe we can come up with that. Yeah, I thought that ChatGPT shit was pretty fucking stupid.
I loved it.
Fucking, you're gonna work for 4 hours a day. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're gonna get up and you're gonna do your exercises, and then you're gonna go on a jog with your dog, and then you're gonna get home and have a cup of coffee and breakfast by the fire, and then you're gonna work for 2 hours on this, and then you're gonna take a lunch break and go do this with your family, and then you're gonna come back and you're gonna work for 2 more hours, and then you're gonna do an afternoon workout, then you're gonna have dinner with your family, and then you're gonna and I'm like, oh, so I work 4 hours a day and I'm gonna be uber successful? Yeah, doubtful.
You never know. 4-hour work week.
That's all fucking. It's okay. Yeah. Let's talk about the 4-hour work week.
Okay.
Let's talk about the 4-hour work week. 'Cause I'm reading the book.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. What is that fucking retard? Everyone wants to talk about the 4-hour work week, dude. Read the fucking book. You know what he did? Worked 77 plus hour weeks for years. For years. Built a fucking company with a bunch of employees, bringing in millions a year. Then he switched to the 4-hour work week after he put in place managers, HR, salespeople.
So what was this 4 hours, being CEO and just...
Yeah. So, 4-hour work week. Yeah, don't think you gotta do all this shit. Oh, yeah, what I didn't mention is me killing myself for 5 fucking years to put that into place, then selling the business for 8 figures, putting that money somewhere, investing that money, and I can work 4 hours a week. Hey, dickhead. Fuck you.
Are you still reading it?
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid.
I'm proud of you that you keep going.
The thing is, like, the book, dude, read the book. The book has a ton of good info. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not shortchanging the book. I love the book. The fucking dickhead in there is like 4-hour work week. However, I put in 50 hours of work a week. It's just not work. It's enjoyment. Fuck you. Okay?
So wait, he still actually works like 40 some hours?
Well, he doesn't work in the business. It's like higher level tasks, or it's learning a new skill.
Is it like one of those things where they say like, oh, if you find a job in something you love, you'll never work a day in your life?
No, not really. It's more like I consider like health, exercise, daily like chores, and work. I consider that all work.
Yeah.
Because it's all just your daily work that's necessary to be good. Meal prepping is work. To me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't count the only thing he considers as work is actually in the business working. So, cleaning the house, working out, meal prepping, learning new skills for like whatever, like learning new skills for being better and more efficient at your job, you know, reading, taking a course, learning how to fucking dance, training to be a kickboxer. All of that, none of that's considered work to him. Where I consider all that work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's all like your work to live. Like that's shit you do to live and live a healthy, good life.
Yeah.
So like he says the 4-hour work week. Yeah. He's talking about like actual in the business working.
Okay.
That's like, to him, that's like answering emails and shit, right?
Yeah.
So instead, he's got like assistants who answer his emails and shoot him over like a synopsis if they have questions. Otherwise, everything's else just automated or whatever for him, right? Yeah. But it's like, okay, cool. I love it. There's a lot of good shit in the book. That's why I'm still reading it. A lot of good stuff, a lot of whatever. Because a lot of it's like, the chapter I'm on right now is the 80-20 principle, right? He went through his business and he looked at his biggest accounts that brought in 80% of his income, fired everyone else. He had 6 accounts that brought in 80% of his income. He fired everyone else. Then he was able to lay off multiple people, brought his profit margin up insane amounts, reviewed those 6, found out 2 of them out of those 6, 2 out of the 6, give him 80% of his headache. Fired him. One of them asked to stay on based on his new terms he made. She said, okay, yes, you can stay on. So then he had 5 out of 6. Then he went out. He knew he had a profile. He had 5 out of 6. He knew exactly his profile he needed. Yeah. So he just went out and found a 6th customer. Plugged in the 6th customer, went out, found a 7th customer, plugged in the customer. So then he had like 7 to 8 high-level customers, 80% of his headache gone, bringing in now 100% of his income, but that was 80% of his income. So like, that's fucking genius.
Yeah.
Like it's so simple, it's so stupid, but he did that, was able to cut multiple jobs, bring his headache down a shit ton. All those 8 are automated because he sends him the thing like, this is how you order products, this is what you do, and so it's all on repeat. He just nurtured that relationship a little bit here and there, and it's it, right?
Dang. Yeah.
So like shit like that, I'm reading the book, I'm like, yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Okay. And so boom, got it. I mean, that's why we know multiple people who don't do small customer jobs. They only build houses. Yeah. Because they know building houses, 80-20 rule. Yeah. They get most of their income from building a house. So I fuck around and do a bathroom remodel. Makes sense. Yeah. Think of the amount of time I'm spending going and doing bathroom remodels. If we cut out bathroom remodels and we built a house, we could just build a house and get rid of 8 bathroom remodels, 10 bathroom remodels. Yeah. No, more than that. We get rid of 10 bathroom remodels and just build a fucking house. 20 maybe. No. Yeah, think about it. Think about the income difference.
Anyways, whatever.
So shit like that, I'm with. I love it. The thing that gets so construed and so whatever with the 4-hour work week, and the thing that's preached to people who haven't done anything, and this is Andy's gripe. Andy Frisella, Real AF, check it out. New CTI, it's after the date. New CTI dropping on the 8th. Anyways, his gripe, and it's a gripe I have with it. It's a gripe a lot of people have with it. I talked to Ryan about it, and like People make it. People will make it because they put in 70-hour weeks for years, bust their fucking dick off. Then they go, oh, I've made it. I'm making this much money residually. I'm going to put people in place. I'm going to drop down and work 10, 20 hours a week. Then they become a coach. They become a coach. They charge you money and they go, oh, you really are spending a lot of time working. You should be enjoying your life more like I enjoy my life. And so you should cut back on your hours. You should maybe think about doing this and just get stuff that brings you low stress so you can make more money. And you can become a multimillionaire like me by following my systems. Those systems did not get you to where you fucking are. None of them. You are not the same person. This person you're acting like, this person you're coaching as, is not the motherfucker that got you rich. That's not it. And so this motherfucker wrote a book, The 4-Hour Workweek, to tell us all that we only need to work 4 hours a week. You just need to chill. You need to enjoy your life. You need to be an NR. You need to be the new rich. You need to be time free and location free. Oh, did I mention I busted my dick off for 75 fucking years, 75 hours a week for 5 years, took massive fucking risk, put it all on the line multiple times, lost multiple times in different endeavors to get to this spot? Did I mention that? Oh, did I mention I built a company when the internet first started going and I was able to sell the brand for 8 figures? So anyways, that's the gripe I got with that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, and like Ryan and I talked about, there's so many coaches, and Andy Frisell talks about this all the time. There's so many coaches, so many masterminds. And it's like, what the fuck am I even learning here anymore?
Right. I mean, we've talked about it. Like, we only like going to big events because, one, it gets our, like, minds flowing and juices going. So we do, like, either rethink of ideas that we've thought of before or, like, think of new ideas to, like, help progress our company. And, like, so that's why we like to just go to, like, bigger events. Just because it is, like, a good place for that. But, I mean, like, coaching, it really... It's just such a, like, a hard thing because you can take their advice and then maybe it takes you in the right direction. Maybe it does you good.
Yeah.
Or maybe it takes you in the wrong direction like it did for us.
I believe in finding a mentor, someone you look up to. Someone maybe similar fields or similar-ish. Someone you look up to. Someone with good values, good morals. Meet with them every now and again. And when you're making decisions, ask yourself, what would so-and-so do? Act like so-and-so. If you need to, call them. Can I get your advice real quick? I believe in mentors. Second thing, we've talked about this, and this is why we do not do masterminds. Like we put on, like Recon, the event, it's an event to learn more about real estate. It's not a mastermind, you know what, whatever. We stay away from masterminds. Why we stay away from masterminds is this. We went to multiple. We were in multiple. What was the issue with masterminds?
You're just getting so many different opinions from people that are at the same level as you.
At the same level as you, maybe even higher. But more importantly, that don't know your business.
Yeah.
That don't know your vision. That don't know what you want. So you're going to go into a mastermind with people in the room that don't know your business, telling you what you should do with your business. They don't know what your vision is, telling you what you should do with your business even though it doesn't align with your vision. People in the room that don't know your morals and values, telling you to do things that may not align with your morals and values. And you're sitting here going, maybe I should do these things. These people are telling me I should do them. It makes sense. Okay, yeah. And you start doing them. You get down the track and realize, wow, I just fucked everything up. Because I got off track because I went to a mastermind. I regressed because I went to a mastermind. I regressed because I got a coach.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be so careful with this shit. So careful. You got to vet that shit.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah,
I mean, you can go to masterminds for sure, but take everything with a grain of salt, I would say.
Yeah.
And like, just let it stew. Like, let those ideas stew and see if they'll work. Like, really think about it, but I wouldn't take action from a lot of those right away. Right. The reason, like, Shaun and I have said, like, we don't need a coach or masterminds either is because we have each other and Kyle as well to bounce ideas off of. So that's, like, one thing that's, like, nice to have, like, a mentor, like you said. Is just someone to go to be like, hey, I was thinking about this, and this for my business. Like, what do you think? And it's just good to get, like, someone else's opinion sometimes. Or, like, sometimes even just, like, once you say them out loud, then you're just like, wait, that's actually a really dumb idea.
I got 2 years ago. I was grabbing a beer with one of my mentors, and I asked him a question, and and as I'm asking the question, I was like, "Yeah, I know the answer," and he's like, "What do you think?" And I told him, and he's like, "You knew the answer. You just need to bounce it off me." And I'm like, "That's it." He's like, "Do the right thing." I'm like, "Thank you. That's all. That's all you need." You know, someone there that you can go, "I was thinking about this. I just feel stupid even saying it." And then you're like, "Oh, I'm dumb." And he's like, "No, you just had to ask it. You just had whatever, but you know the answer.
Yeah.
You just had to ask it. You don't know. You know it." So, anyways, that's what I like about mentors. Mentors ain't there to take money for you. They're there to give back. They don't have a mentor to me doesn't have stake in giving you bad info or like whatever. They're not trying to like get you to buy more coaching or get you to do whatever. They're literally like, yeah, I was you 20 years ago. You're under my little wing. I only want to see good things for you. I'm already so established that you're not competition to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about mentors. I love it.
Also, another thing to think about is like podcasts. Be careful of which podcast you're listening to.
Fucking A, dude.
I mean, I remember when we first started in real estate, like we very heavily listened to Bigger Pockets. And it was helpful at first to like, I think, break us out of the normal mindset.
Correct.
But then like the issue with it is just like, they talk about multifamily, they talk about single family, they talk about developing, they talk about BRRRRs, and then it's just like so many ideas in real estate that it was just like, it was kind of hard for us to be like focusing on one thing. We were just like, oh, we're going to BRRRR this one and we're going to flip this one and we're going to do like.
Dude, no, you're absolutely right. I have switched what I listen to and what I watch. On YouTube, I only watch Clear Value Tax Accountant now.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going onto YouTube to look up a certain something, like how to change brake pads on whatever, right? Or like whatever, on YouTube, Clear Value Tax Accountant. That's about it. And then I on podcasts, Andy Frisella, Real AF, #1 by far.
Yeah.
PBD.
Yeah. PBD's a good like news podcast.
I listen to PBD mostly for news.
Yeah.
And then Theo Vaughn, If I Want to Laugh.
Yep. I
cherry pick Joe Rogan's podcast based on like certain people he has on there. I'll cherry pick to listen to. Mark Bell, I'll cherry pick some of his stuff if I'm looking for some good health stuff. Other than that,
yeah,
like I don't.
And then us. Obviously listen to us.
But like I am very careful on who I'm listening to now. And especially, way more importantly, I'm very careful who I watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
A lot of influencers. Oh, dude, I mean, plain and simple. This is it. I've made 7 figures from listening to certain good content. So by me going out and listening to a lot of content, I've made 7 figures. Okay. On the converse side of that, listening to certain bad subjects has lost me many 6 figures. I'm still net positive. But what I learned over that is now I took away the good things which helped me continue to add to my 7 figures. But I've gotten rid of the downside of losing multiple 6 figures.
Yeah.
So let that sink in. All right, and think about that for a second. So sure, have I made million plus? Yes. Have I lost many hundred thousands? Yes. Is that what it takes to grow?
Yes.
Typically, if you want to make $1 million, be prepared to lose at least 100,000. It's just how the game goes. I'll tell some people, like I'll be chatting to someone, and they'll be like, "What'd you lose on that?" It's like, "Yeah, I lost 200,000 on that," and they like shit themselves. And I'm like, "Yeah, it is what it is, dude. I also made $1 million doing something else." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever. It's whatever. Or like, what on a flip? You know, all the flips. What if you didn't notice that? I'm like, yeah, I didn't notice that. I lost 10 G's. And they're like, oh my God, you lost 10 G's. I'm like, yeah, I lost 10 G's on my budget where I was going to make 40 G's. So I made 30. And they're like, oh, well. And I'm like, yeah, that's the downside. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Anyways, I say those things because, yes, like in order to grow, you're going to take losses. But if you look at it over the big picture, you see, oh, the losses don't equate to the wins. Okay? But now we've done it for years. Okay? So we've done it for years. What did we learn over the last 5 years? Well, we see a pattern. If I'm listening and doing these, if I'm listening to these people and doing these things, this is good. What things cost me the money? These things. Okay, we evaluated. This is easy. We evaluated 5 years of data. We evaluate. We're going to get rid of the things that cost us money, and we're only going to add into that bucket of the things that make us money. And so now when we look over the big picture, when we might have been looking at 100,000 to $1 million, now we'll be able to keep this down by 100,000 and raise this to 5 million. You know what I'm saying?
So now we've learned which podcast to listen to.
That's it.
And we've heard, like, we've had some friends too that have even told us, like, they only listen to one person now for their, like, all their business advice and everything. And I was like, that's actually really smart, because then, I mean, it's,
if you pick the right one, it's not a bad idea.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And if they're, like, well balanced in, like, what they do and everything. But yeah, I mean, the ones that we followed their advice, I shouldn't say we, because there was one guy that I never liked, and Shaun followed him and lost money.
Sure did.
Yep. And I never liked him. So yeah, and Shaun pretty quickly stopped listening to him after that.
After he cost me $100,000,
yeah,
I stopped listening to him real fucking quick.
I was right.
You weren't wrong. You weren't wrong.
Learn to have a gut feeling.
Yeah.
That's really helped me a lot in life.
Yeah, it does. Many a times, because I even told you my gut feeling, and I didn't go with it. When I go against my gut, dude, man, there's actually science to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. Have we talked about that?
I don't know.
I know we've listened about it. Listened to people talk about it. Anyways, gut feeling's actually a lot more about intuition than your gut, but you just get a gut feeling because it like triggers that response. Anyways, dude, when I go against my gut, I'll lose. I'll lose big.
Yeah. I don't know. I get gut feelings with people really easily. But situation wise, it's really, I have a hard time
reading a situation.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So like, there's been like times like when we've gone to like flips or, like when we were looking at different houses or whatever, like I just didn't really have good gut feelings about them. So like the one in Lake Wissota that you love holding against me, I never really had a good gut feeling about that. And now obviously looking back on it, like it could have been a good option.
That's an understatement, honey, but I'm glad you, yeah.
But there was something about it that I like, so who knows, right? Like we could have lived there and something bad could have happened.
Sure.
And maybe that's like why I didn't have a good gut feeling about it, but
you don't know.
Or it was just I was sentimental and didn't want to leave our house at the time.
There's a high likelihood that's what it was.
So yeah, situations I don't know yet. I'm not as good with my gut feeling. But people wise, my people gut.
It's pretty good.
My people gut is real good.
Pretty dang good.
Yep. It may take years for it to pop up.
But it typically does.
Yep.
We've experienced it every time.
Yep.
Every time. Some people have grown on you though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they've changed. They're definitely not the same.
We've changed.
Huh?
They've changed and we've changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them are definitely like not the same people.
They developed and grown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they definitely went through
patches.
Yep.
Patches O'Houlihan. All right, so moving on.
You got more?
Yeah, not really.
Oh, okay.
The point of today's episode is to talk.
Yeah, it is.
That's all you get from us.
And I feel like you gave them a lot of tutoring.
Hope you enjoyed it, bitches.
Yeah.
Go to Recon. REI-CON.info.
Yeah.
If you want a day full of real estate, or you want an afternoon full of real estate, some good steak.
Or if you just want to see Shaun.
Or if you just want to hang out with me, possibly Sam. Don't know yet, depending on baby situation.
Mm-hmm.
Then hit us up, buy a ticket, hit me up for promo code, and hope to see you there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Whiskeria coming up January 14th.
Yep.
We're having Kevin Graciani speak.
That's cool.
That'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast tables are getting built tomorrow.
That's exciting.
Yep. They won't be done tomorrow, but they will be being built tomorrow. Dude, I'm telling you. Getting that furnace and AC in the office.
It's going to be heavenly.
Getting the podcast room installed. Dude, things to come.
Mm-hmm.
Big things to come.
Yeah.
We're going to have to put a little thing on the shelf for when people hit their head on the shelf. That's serious. That's a necessary.
Yeah.
People will be fucking podcasting with people with fucking eggs on their head.
I don't think about things because
Sam had a shelf installed at 5'5" as soon as you walk in the fucking door.
It's not at 5. It's like at 6 foot.
All right. She had a shelf installed at 6 foot right when you walk into the podcast room. And like I'm gonna fucking dodge this thing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, this thing needs a bumper on it.
Yeah.
People are like, Kyle fucking died walking in there. I'm like, this needs a bumper on the corner.
Yeah. I don't think about height things, but either does Kyle, because when you guys did the cabinets downstairs, like they put the top shelf like super high, so I can't get to it.
They do that in a customer shower. Fuck. I'm like, guys, just because you feel tall doesn't mean you can just put a shelf up here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck? Whatever. Customer wasn't happy.
Yeah. Do you have to go fix it?
No, we asked her to fix it, and she said no, she'd handle it. And I was like, whatever. Not my problem then.
Damn.
We'd fix it for free.
Mm-hmm.
And no. Okay. That's on you, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. We even offered to pay for another one. Just buy a new one and put a new one in.
Damn.
Not even about it. I'm like, whatever. That's your problem. Not my problem. We tried fixing it.
Speaking of, I got some shelves I need you to put in the nursery.
Gang, gang, baby.
Cool. That's what I got.
All right, dudes. Catch you on next one.
See ya.